So, if you are going to acquire, what are you buying? Are you buying new clients, customer relationships? Are you buying someone who may have a DRP with an insurance company that you want to get into? Are you buying some personnel? Maybe they have a great CFO that you want to get for your company because you're in a growth mode and you're already in MSO, but you're weak in that. Economies of scale. The idea here is that the multi-shops understand this, of the concept of you only need one, whether you have 4 shops or 10 shops, you probably only need one CFO. But if you have one shop, you probably can't justify the cost of having a CFO, as an example. So the idea of having a larger base to spread over your administrative costs and so on is really important. So looking at that is important. Geographical considerations, we've talked about a little bit, that clearly the Calibers and Gerbers like the idea if they can have a geographical region that they're buying in, because then they can reduce their administrative costs, because they can have one regional handle 5 or 7 shops. So it improves the economics for them as well. What size target can you buy? What's your banking capabilities? What's the banking capabilities, and how good is the person you're acquiring as far as their bankability? So how much are you going to have to pay, and how much can you do? Now, later on, I'm going to say to you, closing is not success in M&A. Integration is. If you cannot integrate their operations into yours, or yours into theirs, it's going to take you a significant period of time to realize the true values. One of the areas that people don't always look at is the cultural side. Do you run your business like they're members of your family? If you do, then you might have more problems if a Caliber or Gerber comes in, as an example, because they don't run it like a family. So you have to, and if you're buying shops, you need to understand the culture of the shop you're buying to see if they fit in. I'll give you an example, not in your industry, but of an integration and cultural issue. Did an acquisition between 2 government contractors. One provided that every year they took their top salespeople on a cruise. That was their reward. Now the acquirer is coming in and says, well, I don't know if I want to commit to this forever. But what he did, which was smart, was he offered that trip to all the marketing professionals in both groups. As they said, this is a final thing we're going to do, but it gave them the chance for the marketing people to integrate some, gave them that additional, so the people who were losing that benefit got one last shot at it, as well as fostering communication. Because I live by a simple philosophy of I was wishing I was in a deal than crying to get out.